Cook Up Academy.
I know you want it, you looking for it. I know who got it. She talk about it in every EP, leave you yeah. Don't nobody ever be on what she be on. This is LOL with Kiki Simone. You hear that? Life out loud.
Did you miss me?
What's up, everybody? What's up? What's happening, podcast land?
Hey, shout it. Let me tell you something about this hard intro right here.
Oh,
now,
right,
Every
right.
time I hear my boy say, hey, I gotta throw the A-Town piece up. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, boy, he got that LOL looking like a gang sign over
Right.
there.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
cuz, who you
happening
rolling
right
with,
now?
cuz?
Hey, cuz,
LOL.
Oh, I like that. We need to do that. Who you rolling with? LOL.
Facts.
I like that. I like that.
Let's do
What's
it.
up,
Lord.
everybody? Welcome to the Life Out Loud podcast with Kiki Simone and friends.
Hold on, what key shit? Because I ain't hear her.
Wait a minute. We ain't
everybody
even
something
got
else.
to everybody. She did say something, though.
Oh, I ain't hear. My
She
bad.
did. She did. He coming for her today already.
No, I ain't
It's too
coming.
early.
I'm coming for her like to pick her up because y'all
Oh,
left
okay.
her.
No, we didn't leave her.
Okay,
She
yeah.
was
You
with
and,
us.
you and Boy Wonder was like, "Skirt!" and I was like, hold on, what key said?
No,
You
cuz
know
she
what
was
I'm
in the
saying?
car the whole time, cuz.
Oh, my bad. I didn't
Wow.
know, cuz. My
I forgot
bad.
about me. It's
She-
okay.
She was in the
No, we would
trunk.
never forget about you.
Okay, dying.
She was in the trunk.
No,
But yeah.
no.
This sound like a robbery or
Listen,
something.
yeah,
A
this is
kidnapping.
My bad.
really
My
got
bad.
going on.
Disclaimer,
Okay, no.
I ain't have nothing to do with nothing.
I didn't either. I was just told. Ace told me to say that.
I ain't know what was going on.
Throw your-
I'm
your
be like,
baby
I ain't
under
know
the
what.
bus.
I'm be like, listen, this is Kiki show. I was just assisting.
Welcome to the Life Out Loud podcast again. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We are the livest, the most wonderful and delightful podcast in podcast land. Thank y'all for taking the time to listen.
best.
Make sure that you are subscribed to our YouTube channel. That's LOL with Kiki Simone, QUISYMONE. And we got a great show today. I'm super excited, but
What?
before we even get into the show,
I'm sorry, y'all.
I want y'all to tell me about
I'm
how
sorry.
y'all feel about this studio.
I was just about
love
to
it.
say that. I just like how I sound in the microphone. Just everybody just
I'm
shut up.
done.
Everybody just shut up and just let me.
Let you
Let
talk.
me talk.
Let you talk.
Oh my god.
Oh gosh.
Listen, you can even do some thumb jobs.
I can't. I
Man,
can't.
shot.
Y'all, we got a brand new. Well, it ain't brand new, but we done upgraded.
It's a brand new
It's
setup.
brand
It's brand
new.
new,
It's
man.
brand
It
new.
just
We done-
look like a whole new
twisted
spot in
it.
here.
We done
Facts.
upgraded. You know. God is good.
God is
Levels.
great.
God is great.
God is hood.
Thank you for our food.
Buy ahead,
great. God
muffin
is
bread. Thank you, Lord. Hey, it's a remix.
All y'all had to do was say, God is great. God is hood.
No,
Really?
we're not.
Yes.
Okay.
He
Yeah.
is good. Oh my God.
No.
God is great. God
How
is hood.
hood is he?
God is so hood that he
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he was around there when they did all that hood stuff. Yeah.
Oh,
Boom, ba-da-dum, For y'all that don't know, that's kind of a little bit of the little wilding out. We
Hey,
love wilding out on
Facts.
LOL.
Facts.
yes. Welcome
Yes.
back. I hope Nick owns it all this time. No.
Oh, is it back? Is the show back? Because
Yeah.
I've
I
been
think they
seeing
said it's
stuff.
back. Somebody
Yes.
else.
I
Nick
don't
ain't on
know
it,
if
though,
they.
is he?
Yeah.
He is. He
Yeah.
running again.
Yeah, he's running again,
They
but I
had
don't
to.
know if they started actually shooting yet.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
As long as
okay.
they bought Nick back, is good.
I mean, they gonna have to.
yeah, it wasn't gonna be right
It's
without
not
him.
gonna be the same.
Yeah, it's definitely not gonna be right.
And I respect that boy DC Young Fly for turning down. They
Yep.
tried to put him in the.
And you know this, man.
Bro was like, nah, I can't do my dog like that. That's some real, bro. Cause
That's-
it's
yeah.
rap.
You don't find
but
that
I
in
ain't
the
gonna lie.
industry
I ain't
like
gonna
that.
lie. Like on the real tip, and I know it's a little, but I mean, at the end of the day, just say for instance, me and you, you know what I'm saying, was on there. I was Nick and you was. I tell you to get the money.
You would?
If they told him, if they tried to put him on, I would have told him to get the money. Cause you got to think about it. You got to look at Nick, look at his position, and you got to look where he at. Then you
Right.
got another young black man that's trying to come up. This man pretty much trying to follow in your footsteps. You
And
know what
bro-
I'm saying? With the comedy, the music, everything
Bruh,
pretty much.
And
Right.
what I would do, knowing how he put me on, I'd be like, okay, let's play a little mind game here.
Bring him
let
back.
me get some ownership here.
Yeah.
And like let me run it how I want to run it.
Yeah,
And then I would bring Nick right back
Right
on
back.
that mug.
Facts.
And ain't nothing
Facts.
changed.
That sounds like definitely a strategy.
But you
I
know them
should've
folks.
done
They
that,
probably would.
'cause
They probably
so
you know
ain't
the
on it
people was
right
over
now.
that though.
Look,
When they blackball you, when they don't want you,
Yeah,
They
yeah,
blackball
ain't
you.
really
To
too
him,
much you could
'cause
do.
pretty much.
He was
Wow.
the face of the show, but
Facts.
But that's
on it,
nothing different
like,
within the industry that's happened over the course of the years with
yeah,
major
it's gonna
record
keep
labels.
happening.
It just
True.
it just
It's
coming
just
to the
coming to the
forefront now.
forefront.
Like now niggas
Exactly.
is just putting. People just. We're gonna have to
We
edit
got
this.
you. We
Pause,
got you. It's
pause.
all good.
People
It's all
people
good.
gonna just have to
It's all good.
like they just putting it at the forefront now. You know what I'm saying? Because
Exactly.
everybody pretty much know how the game go. How,
Right.
how
It's a lot of
you know what I
stuff
mean?
Exactly.
Right.
bro.
Well, I would love to see more Wild 'N Out episodes because I be laughing a whole bunch.
yeah, I
but,
rock
That would be funny.
but now we done talked about Wild 'N Out, but now it's all about LOL with Kiki Simone and friends.
And you
Right,
know this,
right.
man.
And we know
We
this,
coming.
right? So we want to again thank our listeners for listening in. You are listening to the LOL podcast where we talk about real issues, we talk about different perspectives, and we even have some real solutions. And we have what's called a pink elephant, which is our hot topic of the day, which we're gonna get into in just a few moments. But I gotta ask y'all something. Keisha, this isn't just geared towards the dudes. This is for you too. So we just gonna, make it for
So
everybody.
you saying I'm a dude, he's
a
a
dude,
dude, she's a dude, we're all dudes. Hey,
sir.
Hey.
Like, what is happening right now?
Never mind.
Throwback time machine. What you know about that?
exactly.
Absolutely.
Nothing. Okay.
What's going on, girl?
All right, what's the question?
That was Kale, wasn't it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the scenario, right? This is the scenario for all y'all.
Okay.
So you meet a person, y'all have good chemistry. Chemistry is like cool, it's amazing. Y'all have a great time when y'all, are interacting with one another.
What you mean, like good science projects, chemistry?
Oh my gosh. Anywho, y'all having a good time, right? And obviously there's a vibe.
Oh, a vibe.
There's a vibe,
There's
right?
a vibe.
So y'all exchange numbers. We know that this really isn't how Keisha would, go about things.
No.
But
Yeah, cause Keisha just be like, hey,
She'd have been
here's my
cutthroat
number.
with the eyes like, who
She'll
is
just be like, hey, here's my number. You want my number too? Hey, here you go.
Really?
No.
Guys? No.
so y'all exchange numbers, right? And
no
y'all
Keisha.
exchange social media, whatever. And then you see in their post that they said that they only like ugly guys or girls.
Oh man.
How would that make you feel?
Only Kiki. Only the LOL.
Lose my
Would come
number.
up with this
Would you
lie.
Lose my number.
Would you still date them?
No.
Would you still
I feel
date
so
them?
disrespected.
Is this a prank post?
This is what I
real?
need to know.
Hey, I saw this. My homeboy, Lynn, shout out to Link Media. He actually put this question on his post, and I was like, "Oh, this is dope! Like, let me see what my cast would say." So, y'all vibing?
I would inquire.
Smell no.
This baby said, smell no.
But y'all had a good vibe though.
Smell no.
Really,
Person
that
ugly,
is the
like-
bait, okay?
I don't know.
You've been
I would have to
baited.
ask
I ain't gonna lie,
before
that-
I would
post
have-
the
yeah.
post
That's
because
like
people post a
disrespectful.
lot of stuff on social media, but I would inquire about it
Listen,
just to
like-
see.
Okay,
what
so
was what.
initially when you first saw it, like, what would your reaction be? Would you be like,
Smell no.
I mean, of course,
Add
I'd be
that
like,
into the
wait a
sound
minute. So, what you trying to say?
right?
But I would. That would cause me to inquire
Okay.
about it and to
Okay.
hear.
Yeah,
what
I gotta
reason was.
ask.
Now, if it's legit, then yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
so
good.
when we look at this post, is this supposed to be like one of them?
Was
Like
this a meme
they
that
putting
you-
it? They putting the laughing emojis on the end
Right,
like
that's
it's a
what I'm like.
joke,
Yeah,
or
no,
is
they
it
just-
like, man, look, I'm just be real, like. I try, but it's just.
I
seem
try to
like
go for the
it seem
sexy
like I
ones,
always
but-
get the ugly ones.
But now I just go for the ugly ones.
Shout out to Ace Baby for linking up with me. Oh, smell now.
Not shout out for Lincoln.
Spade.
That's definitely
Exactly.
an inquiry.
So y'all,
Yeah.
so
If there's a consistency pattern there, yeah, you've been baited.
okay, so y'all wouldn't date them though. I mean, I get that y'all say y'all would inquire, but I just want to know what your initial thought. Would you
I mean,
still want to continue to
my
date
initial thought, I'd
somebody
be taken aback, of
Listen,
course.
let me
I
tell you
mean, I
something.
probably would continue. It just depends on the situation. Probably
knowing you ugly?
No.
but you know you're
I would be
not, you know what
like,
I'm saying?
I would
You
be
know
like,
you're
look,
not
bro,
ugly.
I don't know what. Listen, I don't know what you've been through in the past,
Right.
This ain't what
This
It
ain't
that
stops.
right
It
here.
stops right here. Like, you know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Don't post that.
Don't
crap
post that
more.
no more. You know what I'm saying? Until me and you break up.
Right.
Yeah.
You can post
Then
all
you-
you want.
Then you can go back to that. But as long as you with
Pick
me,
up what you dropped off.
you need to change how you thinking. You need to change your
Hey,
perspective. Because
exactly.
listen, y'all.
This
Listen,
ain't
we
what it is.
finna play some 50 Cent. You hear me? We gonna do some 21 questions, huh? Did you approach me because you thought I was ugly or straight? Did you approach me?
This man is hey, his mouth looked just like 50 Cent. How 50 Cent be holding his mouth and everything.
Oh my goodness.
Man, you already know what it is. I whoop your head, boy. You know what it
Man,
is.
shot.
Part them teeth.
Oh my
tell
Somebody
you.
daddy.
I can't wait till we get a
no.
He be
camera.
smiling.
Listen,
It just be so forced.
for real.
I can't wait till we
But
get
like,
a camera.
I would,
Facts.
yeah, like how everybody's saying, like, bro, I would really have to see, like, okay, let me that's in my mental noggin. Okay, let me see if this is gonna be a continuation, because it can be a meme, but at the same time, but if you talking about like posting, like, you should see that
you
before.
wrote the post. You wrote the post.
But I'm just saying, if you're on their social media page, you should see that beforehand, and then you should automatically know. That
No, because it's like you just met this person.
Look how
Y'all
he
changed
looking, though.
numbers
Right.
and
Man,
y'all
look.
got social media.
But nah, that's real though. Like,
I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm not gonna talk to you no more. Like I'm not gonna inquire because I would feel like that's geared towards me.
I'm gonna go like boy. I want to say it. I got to do some research first.
I ain't
Yeah,
researching nothing.
because
Well,
one,
before
I
we
know
start-
I'm not
before
we
ugly,
can't
so
always
you're
jump
not
to a
talking about
conclusion
me.
and
I
that's
did.
like but see,
Well, yeah,
that's what
we
people
know.
do, and then we look crazy in the end if it's not
Right,
that. So
right.
it's just like, just observe, just
I gotta
see
check. I gotta check
Nah.
out
I gotta
social
check.
media first.
Nah,
I gotta
'cause
see what you got.
Don't
You know what I'm saying?
don't put pictures up of me after you done put that post up and you thinking I'm ugly. No, if that's how you
Well,
really
no,
feel.
you
Well,
got
first
no
of all,
pictures
listen,
of
no
you, first
pictures
of
on the
all.
first meet.
Okay.
No, I'm saying after the fact. Like,
Yeah.
let's say they
Nah, I
done posted
understand.
that post, and then next thing you see, he booed up, and you just like he think I'm ugly, and I'm on your page.
Well,
I'm
who
good.
would want to be with somebody that they gonna call ugly anyway? Though, first of all,
Exactly.
But some people really do think
hey, I
about
found
that
a
they're
girl.
ugly.
Hey, I found a
That
girlfriend.
the people they date are
She's
ugly.
ugly. Like, you
But
know what
some
I'm
dudes
saying? Hey,
really think
everybody.
that way, and some girls.
Well, find another girlfriend.
No, some people have the mentality of I don't want to date the fine chick. I want to date a ugly chick because I know she gonna treat me better. I've heard dudes say that before.
I done heard that. That's
So-
the most
That's an
stupidest
insecurity
spit
issue
I
right
ever
there,
heard
like-
in my life.
No, I'm sorry. This level is gonna have to stay the same.
That's the most stupidest spit I
Gotta be
heard in my
consistent.
life.
I'm just saying that's what you could hear, and literally, hey, I don't want to be that. I don't want to be your
Yeah.
trophy or that token. And you posted me, and you already telling people that you only date ugly women. So
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
whack.
No,
that's not
super
cool to
whack.
me. So I'm
No.
I'm out. I'm not
Deuces.
inquiring.
Deuces.
I know y'all said that I'm jumping to conclusions, and I'm jumping.
No, because
I mean, that's your-
but you have to look at it.
Yeah.
You like how you were asking.
perspective.
I didn't know if you were asking per se. What if it's a meme? What if it's this? What if it's
Oh,
that?
okay.
But you saying out the
She's
gate
saying
that
it's serious.
actually it's
Yeah,
serious.
it's serious.
So no.
Yeah, I'm not dating you. You better take that post down. Something. No, because
No, 'cause if they posted it-
I know that's what you right. That's
If they posted it, it's it. It's
You
a
right.
wrap.
It's a wrap,
You-
like a Subway sandwich.
Look,
You right.
I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, well, that was our
Facts.
little icebreaker question for this episode. I really thought that'd be interesting to see what y'all
That
thought
was
about.
interesting.
Um,
Sad
so
it's
what we
realistic.
gonna do right now, as you know how we always do.
Not now, but right now.
Yes, what we always do is we gonna get into our pink elephant.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that elephant?
I heard the elephant.
I know you heard the elephant. It's all in Coming to America too.
We heard that.
Featuring your boy Rose. I
My name Meat. We heard that all the way in Philly. You heard me?
heard you.
Well, we gonna get into our pink elephant.
Mm-hmm.
Our pink elephant is our hot topic of the day, and I think that this is a good one. This one is called "Can You Love More Than One Person?"
Mm-hmm.
And we're talking about being in love with a person, not just loving people. But
God is in love
can
with
you-
us, so yes.
But can you?
Oh, you talking about on a human level?
Yes. Can you love more
a
than
peon
one
level.
person? I think I'm really intrigued to hear some of you all
On a peon level, because we all
perspectives.
peons. God, the
Oh,
big
we
dog.
are. We are.
Oof.
Wow.
So we talking about peons. We ain't talking about
Did he
gods.
say roof?
With
Because
the
God, the
Like
big
mystical.
dog. Roof.
wow. Did you just call God a dog?
He the big dog. Roof. All right, now what's the topic?
Let me ask y'all. Let me
Jesus,
turn
you know
my
Not the thoughts of
attention.
LOL with
Let,
Kiki Simone.
exactly. Let me turn my thoughts, my
Z,
ways
LOL.
over to the other.
LOL with Kiki Simone.
Oh goodness. Should someone? Let me ask y'all this first. Should someone only be able to be in love with one person in a relationship? So should you only be able to just love one person at a time?
I think that a man should have concubines like back in the day.
You think so?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
how it was back then.
Okay.
Before all these laws, these man-made rules
Okay.
came into play.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
The
white
the way
man.
you looking right now.
The white man.
I need you to stop. I need you to stop right now.
You should see the way he look. I can't wait till we can get cameras
And the
in
way
this piece.
you were looking, you was
I was
like,
like,
See, my brother, let me
let's see what is he
Edgelamacate
going with
you.
this.
No.
see the white
But for real, do y'all think that you should only be able to be in love with one person when
All right,
you're in a relationship?
on the real tip, I've been talking to some of my partners, you know what I'm saying? Some of my brothers in Christ, you know, they, you know what I'm saying, came into faith with me and stuff like that. Everybody had the same, you know, try to do the wife thing. Some of my brothers now feel like that. I had two brothers tell me that they don't feel like they could be satisfied by one woman. And
Okay.
they not just saying sexually, not
Okay.
just speaking sexually. Like one said that he believes that that we got different soulmates. Like you might have a business soulmate. Like it might be a female that they do great business. Like she inspire and help him on a business tip. And then it might be another chick that inspires him in another area, you know what I'm saying? So he feel like he can't find that in one woman.
Okay.
So, you know, it's dope. It's,
Okay.
so it's dope that you brought this up, you know what I'm saying, given the conversation that I had with some of my partners too.
Okay. What about you? How do you feel?
Not
your partners.
I don't know how I feel. I'm numb. Got no feelings.
We're all about transparency here,
oh
sir.
God.
How I feel,
He said I'm numb.
What?
go ahead, boy.
Who would
One.
call- No.
Come back to me.
Don't go.
Okay.
How I feel, I don't know, man. I just, man, I don't know. It's fine with me.
What does that mean?
No idea. No
that did not
idea.
answer the question, kind sir. Try again.
I think, I don't know what I think, honestly. Because LOL with Kiki Simone is supposed to have different perspectives. We're
But you
not
haven't
robots.
given yours,
okay,
though.
that is mine, Keisha.
That you don't know? That's not an
Keisha,
answer.
leave me alone.
I
Okay.
guess,
What about you, B Wonder?
For me, I think
Yeah, what he
I
said.
do want to have just that one person I want to love and
Okay.
grow. Like when you growing through different stages in life, you should be able to continue to grow together. We should be able to continue to learn different things about each other because it's not going to be the same. But if you feel like you need that kind of partnership, you know, that's why you're an employer. So you hire what you're looking for business wise.
Right.
But personally, like I got to be in tune with just that individual for me.
Okay. Okay.
I because like when you think about dating, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you date all these people. You love this quality about this woman. You love this quality about this woman. You love this. Now you kind of like,
Now you want all the
dang,
women.
now it's like, man, why can't I find this in one woman? And you can. You just gotta be patient.
Where is she?
Okay.
You got to look. He that
Okay.
findeth a wife findeth a good thing. A good thing. A good thing.
With a T.
G-O-O-D-T.
right. You hear that?
A good thing.
What about you, Keisha?
Okay.
I believe it would be ideal just to be in love with one person so you're not emotionally scattered all over the place.
That's
and
a
you
good
can
word for it.
focus on that one person.
She said, notice, she said she believe it's ideal, but that don't mean that's what she want a couple on.
DH. You didn't speak for your own
She
self.
too much.
Very well did not speak for
She
you.
too
Okay.
much.
She say, don't come for me.
What
Don't
boot-
come for
what that
me.
Boots song say? Too much for one to deal with.
I don't know
We
that song.
Bootsy
She too much for one person to deal with.
I'm not.
Okay, so you're saying
She
Keisha,
needs somebody to cook for her. She need one just to rub her feet. She need one. Yeah, she need a lot of them.
I just want to do
Oh, just
They
one?
can do all of that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So when you use the word ideal, you just think it should be that way, and that's the way that you would like for it to be.
That's the way that I would like for it to be. Now I can't speak for the next person.
Right.
Oh, okay.
But,
Yeah, I just want
but
to
you're
get some
also
clarity on
saying
that.
like realistically,
Yeah, realistically, you would
realistically
think
that will be the ideal
Right.
thing to
Yeah.
have and want, but realistically, just
It
how you
doesn't
see
exist.
society, it does, but it's not a high percentage.
If it existed,
like that.
Keisha would have a boyfriend by now, okay?
My name's Bennett, and I'm not in it.
Keisha
I am
chilling.
not going down that road with you, brother.
Keisha chilling. That what I'm saying is, people be after Keisha all the time. Is what I'm saying. It's not a
Cut that baby
jab.
mic off.
It's not a jab. It's just the truth. She ain't found the right one yet.
That right there.
All right, I'm gonna just be quiet.
I
then.
can't.
Fix it. Don't
I
try to
can't.
fix
I'm gonna just be
it.
quiet.
I
then.
can't.
Since y'all want to diss
'Cause you
me and
can't
stuff.
answer your own
But
questions, but
it's
you
not
want
about
everybody
dissing, but
else.
at the same time, because like you have to find a compatibility with that person. Like,
Right.
it's just not about who's approaching you, but it's like, okay, what are your motives? What are your intentions? Like, are you here for longevity? Like,
Who sent you?
who sent you?
Amen.
Because if you're
for
not,
real.
Oh, so
about-
now you feeling me, Keisha?
So-
But you just dissed me. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna
You are
say
worthy
this.
of being felt right now.
I'm gonna say this that to
Uh-huh.
answer that question from my perspective, I think that if we're talking about being in love with one person, I
Mm-hmm.
think as you give your if you're in love with that person, you're giving your all to that person. I don't think that many people should be able to experience that same thing. Like everybody shouldn't be able to get that all inness.
Right.
Then it's not an all inness because
it's all some this.
it's all everybody-ness.
It's like-
Y'all just
Right.
confused the heck out of me.
So basically saying there's like everybody shouldn't have that same access to you.
Everybody shouldn't.
No, okay, I get it.
Everybody, I
it's
shouldn't
levels
be
to this.
able to give my husband the same thing that I would give another dude on the street. Like
Right.
I shouldn't be able to give him all of that.
Right. Your all
It's-
is all. You
yeah,
can't
yeah,
have
they're-
separation in it.
right.
Only one person gonna get it, and that's it.
right.
Or
Yeah.
it's gonna be split. It's
Listen,
not
we
gonna be
are
all.
not equal. You do not get access. No.
No,
Now,
no, and no.
what I
No.
want to do right now is I
Uh-huh.
thought that this was a great topic to talk about, and we did a little poll or whatever. We did a
Okay.
little poll
Okay.
as to this particular question itself. But before we get into the poll to say if people really thought that you could be in love with one person or not, because there were yeses and nos for whatever reasons. We're going to get into a little synopsis that I heard a while ago on social media. So let's go ahead and get into it, and then we can talk about it for just a moment.
Please.
Because this is what we do. See, before a man gets married, if he's had sexual experiences, let's say he's been with this one woman, right? And let's say this one woman, just for the sake of conversation, no disrespect, but let's say this one woman is a freak. And he goes over there late at night and gets, gets his freak on. He never has any desire to marry her, but, he gets his freak on because, she's a wild girl and turns him out, whatever. And then let's say that this girl over here, she may not be that type of, party girl, but she's loving, you know what I'm saying? So he goes over there, and she cook him a nice little meatloaf dinner at 2 a.m, and, he go over there, whatever. And let's say a little meatloaf sandwich with some chips.
bread,
Yeah, with some
White
chips.
bread.
some Lay's chips,
With the crust.
red Kool-Aid.
It's my turn. It's my
All right.
turn. It's my turn. And so... And then
Kurt
let's say he
crazy.
goes over here, and then let's say he's with his, maybe she was his first. You know what I'm saying? So he's got all this soul ties with her. You know what I mean? She don't really, it ain't like she dope, but that's his first. And so, and then like maybe she's, over, she's a good girl, you know what I'm saying? She's like, hey, just whatever you want to do. I don't care what you want to do, whatever you want to do. So now he's got all these 5 spirits. And he's got all these 5 different personalities that have fed 5 different appetites in him. He gets married and puts the 5 spirits on that one woman. And you know what it does to that one woman? When he puts the spirit on the five spirits on that one woman, it makes that one woman do this. And she's living her marriage with the weight of these five spirits. And every time you go to bed with her, she feel like he's not with me. He's with one of them.
Okay then, Kurt.
And what we're not taught is that if we don't go through the divine divorce of divorcing our hearts and souls from them spirits, we will never get to enjoy who God made her to be until we divorce those other spirits.
I hope that really encouraged you. I was with real John Gray, and I remember that time we was.
Oh wow.
And since the Lord really used me that day, I didn't know.
Okay, Kurt. We got you in the building for real.
Thanks.
So what did y'all think about that excerpt, that little snippet? Do you think that that's true? Do you think, I think y'all was somewhat kind of saying a little bit of
Well,
it.
when I hear the snippet, the first thing I think about is how Kurt cussed his son out.
Oh,
Don't
I
come
know
for
that's
me.
off topic, but
Don't come for me like that. I had to put him in check. It wasn't the manner that I should have did it, but the way that I did it, I done it. I was at my breaking point.
Done right now.
nah, but shout out to Kurt though. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know I gotta be sitting on it.
That's my
that. But shout out to Kurt Franklin.
But what did
though.
y'all think for real? What did y'all think for
On
real?
point. Because and that goes to that searching for that never-ending search. Like you're looking for something that you're trying to find in that person, this person, and now you've attached yourself to what you idealistically. Sometimes we fall so much in love with the ideal thought
Right.
of finding love versus
Right.
actually putting in the work to find love.
Right.
To like work
That's a
on
good
yourself.
point.
So it's just like make sure your front door clean before you go to your neighbor's house. You know they don't want to track what you bringing from over there. So
That's a good point. Now, Kurt talked really about what your homeboys were saying, Ace. So they're basically saying the same thing. However, they're saying the same thing, but they're saying something different. Kirk is saying that it's not good to put all of that on one person.
Right.
And your homeboys is saying, I'm not going to find everything I want in one person. But at the end of the day, my thought process is like God has made everybody so uniquely different that what woman excels in over here doesn't necessarily mean this woman over here is going to excel in, but she's going to be what she needs to be for that other person.
Yeah.
Right.
So
For somebody.
Well, I'm even saying
supposed
for
to be with.
just for like let's just use since we're married
For somebody. Because everybody might not be the right person.
No,
You know what I mean?
right. But I'm just saying let's use this for example, like use us for example.
Okay.
It's a lot of stuff that you're great at that I have no knowledge of, right?
And vice versa.
Right, and vice versa. And so it's a whole bunch of other females that could do stuff that I can't. And it's a whole bunch of other dudes that could do stuff that you can't.
I don't know about that, but
Oh gosh.
carry on.
However, even though you may lack in an area and you're not as good as something in an area, doesn't necessarily mean that you're not for me. And I think that that's where people tend to lose things at, is that just because you're not as good means that I can't be with you. And that I don't really think that really is, is a true statement. I just, everybody's not going to be good at everything, period.
Right.
But
Facts.
as we're talking about the topic here about being in love with a person, to get to that place of being in love with a person, you have to accept them where they are.
Right.
And so, yeah, I just think you need to accept them where they are and give them all you have as to what you can contribute.
Right. And also you have to be careful when it comes to exes too. Like, such and such used to do this, but you don't do that. It's so much comparison is a real thief killer.
Yes.
Like it will just kill what could be.
Right.
Or even what can start to be of something. But that's why even for me, I make sure that whoever I be with, that's who I'm learning.
Right.
I'm not bringing previous situations and baggage and over here.
Right.
And be like, well, such and such used to da 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 da, and then all this, and then it just creates a huge turmoil.
I would agree.
Or-
I would agree with that.
It can make people get their stuff together. Such used to do this. You don't do. I'm gonna leave you behind now.
You know the answer gonna be well go with such and such then.
That's true.
Like go ahead. If she was that good, you'd have stayed.
And then
like,
they gonna think about it, and then they gonna get it right.
I wish we had a camera right now.
I know if y'all can see his face.
Right.
If y'all can see his face.
What is happening?
What do you think, Keisha, in your response to what Kirk said in his snippet? What's your response?
Don't look at me. Don't be leading me.
No,
I
mean,
really
it
hope
makes
it
sense.
blessed you.
Absolutely makes sense. I have definitely not dated, but I've had dudes that did certain things that, hey, this dude, if I want to go out, we're going out. If I want my foot rubbed and some dinner, this the guy for that. Or if I want somebody to come to me with the nail shop or whatever, he'll do that. So, but at that time, like, I wasn't trying to be in love with nobody. It was just, I knew this is what you do, so I can call this person for whatever I needed. How'd ever?
I like that.
Call him on a hotline.
That's not ideal either. Like, if you out there just got time, fillers or time wasters, whatever, do your thing. But if you're trying to get serious with somebody, then you have to like completely let all that go.
Right.
And then not even dive into trying to see nobody else, but like give yourself a moment, like Kirk said, just to kind of like get that out of your system. Get your mind kind of focused on that ideal person that you would like to have in your life. And like you said, everybody not going to be good at everything.
Right.
But you find that person that's going to balance your weaknesses and your strengths. Y'all can kind of feed off each other and build together. But like DA said, somebody may not be good in business. Like your homeboy said, with the hang, I don't want to date her. She might not know how to cook everything I like. I don't want to. But everybody can learn.
Right.
We didn't know
And that'd be a
knew,
perfect opportunity
you know
to grow together and learn at something that y'all both can like kind of push towards.
Right. Right.
And also, it's like if that's something you feel like is no different. Once again, in business, it's like you're not going to be able to do everything in business. You're going to get people who could be a social media marketer, or people who can be at the front office in the desk and be like, or receptionist. You
Marriage
know what I'm
is just
saying?
like business. You need one that can do everything. I mean, you need somebody for.
Wow, that ain't even what he was talking
'cause he
about.
did not say that.
That is not what
get
he
out
was
of my
talking
phone.
about.
Let me put this phone
Get
down.
out of your phone.
Oh my gosh. Y'all see how he treating us? You see how he treating us? But I would agree, B Wonder, honestly, like when it comes down, you can look at it like you just gave the example of business. When it comes to business, if y'all are entrepreneur minded, both of you are, but both of y'all don't know all the ins and out of what it's gonna take to get to where y'all need to be. Exactly. And so you're gonna have to have other people to come in, but that's not to say that, oh, you know what, I just really want somebody that's a go getter, and that's the person for me. Well, okay, they might be a go getter, but they don't know how to get from point A to point D. You know what I'm saying?
And the difference is they're willing to get to point A to point D.
But they need to learn.
Give them a chance to learn. Like,
right.
That
like
was
you don't know everything.
Thank you.
Yeah, shut up.
Thank you. That what I was just sitting over here thinking to myself.
Look at my
You a
brother.
lie.
He wasn't thinking to himself.
You a lie.
He was thinking in his phone. That's what he was doing. He was thinking in his phone.
I'm talking about you just took the thought right out of my head.
No
Like
sense.
the
You
exact
have.
bubble thought.
Okay, so let me just share with y'all from the poll that we took here. There were people.
I'm curious.
The question itself was, do you think that you can be in love with more than one person at a time, and why? So that was the question.
Everybody said yeah then.
No. So we have several people that said yes, and even for different reasons, and we have several people that said no. For the yeses, for the people that said yes, you had one person that said yes, you can be in love with more than one person when you don't have the proper definition and understanding of love. Another person said falling in love with someone could not and could not be together, so you moved on and fell in love with someone else. I think what they're basically saying is, hey, I tried to be in love with you and something didn't work out, so I had to move on because you weren't loving me the way I needed you to love me, but I'm still in love with you, but I still got to move on because it's not working.
Ain't got no love for you, baby.
Another person said different people bring different vibes and a different feeling to the table, which is kind of like what we just talked about a moment ago. So
just like the podcast, everybody bring a different vibe, different feelings. You know what I'm saying? When people fell in love with LOL with Kiki Simone, they fell in love with all of us. They can't just have one of us.
Right. I would 100% agree with that statement.
You see what I'm saying? Y'all see where I'm going?
We do.
I see where you drove. You put it in drive and you just
go.
You go.
You go. Another person said the timing was just never right. Like they just tried to, when they were ready, the other person wasn't. When the other person was ready, they weren't. So
they just don't need to be together.
Because that was from fair from jump. Like
and the last person said if you're putting time into two individuals, then live between them and that will flourish.
Double blessing. Preach.
Love is an action word.
Preach.
So no action, no love.
I don't know how that gonna work out, but okay.
Have you ever tried it though? See, you ain't never tried it. Don't knock it till you try.
I don't want to try it.
Keisha, you tried it?
No, I'm good.
You try to have you try to have a boyfriend and one on the side before?
No.
Oh, okay. You look like it, but I mean,
Really?
I'm just mind my business.
Go in your
Keisha,
heart.
he really coming
Go
for you
in your
today.
heart.
I look like a cheetah. Okay. Turn your mic off. Can you turn his mic off?
Oh my God.
Cut the mic off and go in your heart.
What are you, number 2?
No,
Okay.
Keisha, no.
So I thought that it was interesting that people were saying that, yeah, you could still be in love with multiple people at one time, all for different reasons.
Very possible. Now, is it right? Is
Those
it,
are some
you know what I'm
crazy.
saying?
Right.
No, might not be right biblically concerned, you know what I'm saying? All that, but it's definitely possible. We see it every day, entanglement.
Okay. Now for the people that said no, they the first person said no, you can't be in love with more than one person at a time because you're too obsessed with the one that you're dealing with. So until I'm not in love with that person anymore, I can't be in love with the next person. Another person said the one person touches your spirit that no one can in every angle of your life. So I guess they're giving their all. And so that person is receiving all of it.
10 toes down.
So they don't really see anybody else. The next person said you can be in lust with more than one person, but true love don't include other people.
True.
And the last person said being in love means I am pleasing my partner with my actions and I am pleased with how I am with them. Loving multiple people is possible, but being in love means I am putting them above all else. So I can't be in love with multiple people.
What's the kind of relationship? What's it called where you is non-sexual? Platonic. What if you have a platonic relationship with somebody and then you have just a regular relationship with somebody?
That is still cheating.
I believe that.
He's talking about that is still cheating.
No.
Well, I mean, you
a
can
platonic relationship.
a platonic relationship is just a friends.
right. But okay. What if you got a platonic relationship with friends and then your significant other is comparing your platonic relationships?
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm lost at the question.
Okay,
I think I know what you're saying.
I got somebody that I have a platonic relationship with.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's just we just friends.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't nothing sexual. They don't try to disrespect you. They don't do none of this, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you always like me and you're the significant others is saying the actual soulmate, I guess you would say, is saying, well, hey, well, why our relationship ain't like this? Why you talk to this person and you don't come and talk to me? Why you know, you deal with this person and you don't come deal with me. Like,
Okay,
So
I see what
basically,
you're
they
saying.
have more of that chemistry that the significant other is looking for, but they just don't get it because
think that that's a
is
great
kinda
question.
Replacing that in a sense.
I think that that's
so
a
how you
great
deal
question.
with that? Is
well,
that is
as
that
far
an
as-
issue?
As far as being
It
in,
can be.
yeah, it can be. I would definitely say, for me personally, if I am your significant other, if someone of the same sex has access to you emotionally in a place and I don't, something's not right. Yeah. That's me personally. That's what I think. I don't think it's that it's necessarily a comparison per se. I just think that if you are in love with someone, emotionally, you should be able to share your
But
emotions.
what if you can't though? What if you feel? What if that individual feel like they can't share their emotions and they go and they talk to somebody else about it?
Well, you have to figure out why it is that you can't, and you gotta attempt to work through that. Because if you're gonna say, "Hey, I'm in love with you," you have all of me. You got everything that I, I just love you, and it's us two. We in it.
But is that real? Is that like reality? Like, quote unquote, we know that's what it's supposed to be like. That's you know what I'm saying. That's what we're taught. But is that reality? Like,
it can be.
And
If you practice it.
It can be. But
be.
what's like on a realistic level?
It is realistic.
You know what I'm saying?
I think I know what you're trying to get at. Like realistically, how can it get to that? Like honestly, you'll just have to go back and see. Okay, what was the disconnect? Like,
or you gotta invest the time.
That too. It's a numerous of situations. Like if you're not the person to really just come home and just be like, hey, this is my day, da 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 da. This was going on. Like you have to genuinely build that.
Right.
This is not something that you should expect somebody to do just because you're together. Like you have to work at that.
Right.
In every area of your life, whatever you're displeased with, you got to bring that to the table. You can't let that fester and linger all this time, and then you say something, and then it's like, well, okay,
right.
Now you got to try to backtrack. Like, what happened? How did we get here?
Right.
Where was we going? I thought we was on the same page. You know, so it just all depends.
Keisha, I don't know if you want to chime in on it.
Yes, she do.
She look like she got a lot to say.
Look at that, she's smiling. Look at that, she won't.
I mean, I would like to share something else. However, Keisha, I just want you to have the opportunity.
Realistically, yeah, that'd be great for that to go down like that, to be able to share everything with, your person.
We can't hardly hear you, Keisha.
And you should shut up. You should. However, in real life, sometimes there are certain things that you may not feel comfortable with talking to your person about for whatever reason. Because I have some friends I know I can call and I can talk to them about something deep or something, like that's really bothering me. And they're going to listen to me. They're not going to interrupt. They're not going to try to joke. It's just going to be, they're going to be my ear. Some of my friends, I know I can't do that with. Even though I love them, I care about them, we are friends, nothing can take that away. But it's just certain people levels. Can handle certain things. Some people are going to be empathetic. Some people not. Some people have sympathy. Some people not. And that happens with your mates too. It's not ideal, but it's real. It's real life, because if you feel like your mate isn't reaching you or isn't going to be at a place that they need you to be to hear them at the level that they're at, they're not going to want to come to you. Right. Or if they know you have this animosity or this feeling about whatever, they're not going to come to you because they're not going to feel comfortable to do that.
Or
now,
even
is that
from previous
workable?
experiences.
Absolutely.
Yeah, true.
But you can work through it if you talk about it. But sometimes people are just like, look, this is how I feel about it. It is what it is. I'm sorry. And yeah, they finna go to
and they could be like, "What you want me to do about it?"
Like,
and then leave you hanging to try to figure out and pick up the pieces. Like, okay, well, how we can work this out together, but it's not
right.
Okay, so how do you get to that point?
How
are you able?
That's the part that I was gonna kind of.
There has to be some type of common ground that trust that was there to be.
What
able
if
to
see some? Well, go ahead. Y'all go ahead.
I was just gonna say, in order to get to that place, like, number one, that one person, Ace, you would have to, and I'm using you because this was your scenario, right? You have to, in your mind, want your significant other to fill that spot first before that person can fill that spot, or cater to that need emotionally or whatever. You have to say within yourself, hey, I want to be able to share everything with my significant other. You have to feel that way first. If you don't feel that way first, then it ain't never gonna happen because you gonna always keep the two people separate.
What if you felt like that and you wanted to, but then it seemed to be, just like it's in certain areas it's just a disconnect. It ain't that you feel some type of way about your significant other. It ain't that they, this, that, the third. It just might be a disconnect in certain areas in terms of conversation, certain things that I might be feeling or dealing with on my chest. And my partner, that my childhood partner that's been my dog since day one, like, you know what I'm saying? That's who I go to when I talk about certain things, but then my significant other feel some type of way because why you can't come talk to me? Like, why isn't it me? Like, why can't me?
That's what same sex.
We still on the same thing.
No, the same sex. The same sex.
But you said it could be either or. It could be, you know what I'm saying? When we're speaking of just platonic relationship,
right?
That can go both ways. That can be a dude or a female. But in terms of what we talking about in general, though, just overall, even if it's okay, let's use Cherie for example. You know what I'm saying? In my shoes, Cherie, that's my childhood best friend. That's been my partner. She a female.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If she was a go-to, you know what I'm saying? If she was my Carlos, like, you know what I'm saying? Because she understand me, like, we grew up together. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do is that an issue? Would that make me wrong? You know what I'm saying? As a male, having a significant other, does that make me wrong? Is that something that, you don't need to be talking to her about that? You need to be talking to your wife, and you just need to get with your wife, and you need to work on this, that, and the third, or what? How do you know what I'm saying?
That probably play in to where if you had already approached her and she really wasn't hearing you, because it seems like from that perspective, especially with somebody you grew up with, if you got your significant other and you do constantly go to them and you do try to give them the benefit of the doubt and they're still not hearing you, then it's like you feel like, okay, I'm about to explode. I need to talk to somebody. And what you finna say, girl? Go ahead.
I don't think it necessarily makes you wrong, because like I said, certain people get you at certain levels. As long as it's okay with your significant other.
But that's the point. It's an issue if it's an issue with them.
Well, see, the thing of it is,
and
who
them
comes
comparing,
first?
You know,
your
what
significant
I'm saying?
other is gonna come first. Period. Because that's your wife or your husband.
In terms of you, not saying that you're putting your significant other on the back burner, but you just might feel like you can't talk to them first. You know what I'm saying? Please. How do you put them first if you feel like you can't go to them first?
I'm not saying put them first in this scenario. I'm saying that if your wife is uncomfortable that you're talking to your friend, you don't be like, oh, sorry, wife, bump you. I'm gonna talk to my friend. There has to get to be an understanding.
Okay,
there,
so you cut the friend off.
I didn't say cut them off.
No, I'm saying in terms of, like you're saying, I can't put my wife to the back burner. So if me coming to this friend is putting my wife to the back burner, then of course I need to cut that friend off, right?
Well, you don't have to
like not saying that I can't deal with them in general, but in terms of going to them, you know what I'm saying? In terms when certain situations come up, instead of me going to talk to this individual, I don't need to do that, is what you're saying.
But then who do you talk to?
Right. That's what I'm getting to.
Yeah, if it's something that needs to be talked about or gotten out, it has to be an outlet. Now, I don't know if we find a male friend that she may be comfortable with or whatever, or the three of y'all sit down together and talk to be like, why is it that you feel like you can't talk to her about this, or why do you feel like you have to compare yourself to my friend or what have you? I mean, it's not going to feel comfortable for any spouse, husband or wife, to have you going outside of the household to talk about whatever. That's just not a comfortable feeling. You feel me? So if I got an issue with that, I'm going to be like, babe, you know what? I really don't like the fact that you have to go to Cherie about this, and this. Help me help you. Like, why aren't you able to come to me? Or what are you feeling like is a block with that? And we're going to have to talk about that and discuss it. But on the wife's end, I mean, you have to secure her too. You know
Right,
what I
right,
mean?
right,
To
right.
make sure that everything is on the up and up and she not wondering, well, dang, you on the phone with Cherie again? Or y'all been talking for 2 hours? Or why you can't talk to me? Yeah, you know, whatever.
No, I can do it.
But
I can understand.
y'all
that
have to come
from that
together and have a
perspective.
conversation and get on one accord. Because it can
A level of
happen and you can
security.
still have your Cherie friend to talk about whatever. So as long as everybody can come together and come to an understanding, it can definitely happen. You can have your wife and your friend, as long as everybody cool with how the dynamic of that is going to work.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. At the end of the day, I just feel like I don't feel like it's just one person that can do everything or be everything for you except for God. That's just my personal take. I don't believe that it's a perfect person. You know what I'm saying? It might be a person that's perfect for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, well, dang, like, okay, when I'm by
Honestly,
myself,
bro.
you know, I'm lacking woo, but when I'm with this person, like,
Right.
it make me a better person, but that doesn't mean that person is going to be perfect or be everything that you want them to be. And I think that's go back to it being an ideal thing. It's like an ideal thing, but is that reality? Is that really real?
Right.
Not saying that it can't happen.
Right.
But you're still in your mind
but
of the
just
idealistic
just
way
being
of things.
realistic. You know what I'm saying? And I think if people be more realistic, I think relationships would be better off. I think people ain't being realistic. I think we chasing
That's
this
true.
living. We wanted this American dream, this fairy tale, and I just don't think it really go
when
like
it
that.
comes to going and I totally agree with there is no perfect person than God, like to be everything you need them to be. Like I completely agree with that. When it comes, I think what lacks, especially when in the topic at hand, in regards to, you know, being in love with more than one person, I think at the end of the day, how much work are you willing to put in for for that relationship?
Exactly.
Like at the end of the day, if you are starting a business, you got to put in work. All that stuff take time. It's so many different little
Still gotta
intricacies.
cultivate it.
It's a whole bunch of intricacies that you don't know about, that you got to figure out because you never did this before. But you got to work at it for it to get better.
Right.
Like that's the same thing that I think when it comes to a relationship, and when you're in love with someone, you work those intricacies out and you talk it out, and it's not one conversation. Like everything ain't like one conversation. It's multiple conversations until, like you said, Keisha, y'all can come to an understanding and y'all can be able to do whatever it is that you guys are trying to accomplish, where everybody feels like they winning at the end of the day. And I think when it comes to being in love with people are so focused on in this day and age, selfishness. Like people are focused on self. What can I get out of this? What can I do to what can I gain from this right here?
Right.
And I think that this modern day culture right now is a lot of people are focused on self
Single
instead
mentality versus,
of okay, what can we get out of this? How can we make it together? And I'm speaking in regards to relationships. I'm not speaking in regards to friendships.
Right.
And I think that's like some of your friends, you know, they're just like, oh, well, I'm not going to be satisfied if I don't get this from this person, or like everything is still, what can I get? What can I get? And sometimes
that can still be like a lustful situation as well.
It
Still,
really
that's what it
can
boils
be.
down to.
It really can be. But I just still in the same token, I'm just like, okay, what's the end goal? Is it all about you, or is it all about you and your significant other? Right. And if we're speaking in regards to relationships, it should be about me and my significant other, and not how is this making me feel? Well, how am I making them feel by them doing this? If I'm talking to another dude but I say I'm in love with you, but this dude over here get everything else. He get the conversations, he get the time, he get the whatever else. He get
He get the full course meal and you get the microwavables.
He may not get the sex. You know, he may not get the sex, but he get the emotion.
Right.
the vulnerability. He gets all of those things. Whereas my husband don't get none of that. He get, oh, okay, let's just do this as normal, blah, blah. Like,
what if your husband cool with that though? What if,
I mean,
what if because that's the type of person what if he ain't the type of person that's just like, oh, you're doing this and you're talking to this person, like what he might be the individual that wants you to have friends. He might
but
be the
if
individual
you're
that
not
wants
comfortable, if you're not comfortable, like I'm gonna speak for myself, because I know we talking about a fictitious situation, but still at the same time a serious one too. For me, I'm not comfortable, me personally, giving my all to someone else, the vulnerability of me and not my husband, because I didn't say I do to that person. That's me personally.
Okay, but that's a different scenario.
Yeah,
you talking about giving your all. That ain't.
But that's what we talking about. When you in love, you giving your all to this person. You know, the person that you are with.
Over backwards for.
Yeah, when you're in love, it's this one person. We talked about being all in. So if you're all in with this one person, that means all in means good, bad, and ugly. You know,
but
the stuff that I feel like a person can
be. I feel like a person can be all in a situation, but all in is I guess is predicated on how you define all in.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a good
it's
point.
all predicated on how you define that, because your all in, what you consider for a person to be all in might be completely different from the next person.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Boy, Wonder all in could be different from, Keisha. All of us, all four of us sitting right here could have a different perspective on what I think all in should be.
That's should be a podcast topic about what is all in, what does it mean to you?
Levels and layers.
But see, in a relationship, those type of questions need to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are your expectations? And I think we talked about that some time ago in on some other podcasts.
And again, you don't know what it is that person missing until another person is mirrored whatever is on the inside of you already triggered. Because like you don't know what to work or fix on until something triggers that.
That's true.
Right.
Until the situation comes. So
that's true. I really love this conversation.
Good combo.
I felt the passion from Ace.
That's new
did you feel the passion from Ace, Keisha?
Yeah.
You did? I did too.
You know, I got y'all know I'm gonna be the devil's advocate. I'm always be the one that go against the grain.
Healthy.
And I think that's really my personality though.
I think
like
that's
I ain't
healthy.
crazy though. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But I think that's healthy. I think
I'm
if
the
it's
Charlie,
one thing,
Charlie M.A.
It's one of the things that you have shared with me about being a person of perspective. But people can't have perspective if they can't hear. You know, they can't be presented something, and then people can't have perspective if they are closed-minded. But we all, I think Don has said on one of the podcasts about communication.
Yeah, man.
He said,
I said what I said.
He said, Don said, I think on the good, what was it? The good grown man in relations.
We gotta have
grown
that
men in
back.
relationships.
That was
He
good.
said communication is not just having that verbal exchange. He was saying that communication is having an understanding of what that person is saying. Doesn't mean you agree with it, but you have an understanding. You're receiving what they're saying, and you have an understanding of what they're saying. Not agreement, but understanding. And that's what people aren't doing. They're not willing to understand or receive what's being presented to them. They just want to talk,
to hear themselves
and that's
talk.
it. But anyhow, yeah, because Keisha just had Keisha was like, "Can I talk, please?"
And that was a no.
So,
but you conquered. You came back out on the other side of that wall.
I think that this was a great topic. I really did enjoy this particular topic. I did have some more for us to talk about, but we can definitely we can do another part two to this or whatever. But I got y'all know how I do. I gotta make sure that I get my stuff in with y'all, right?
I have a feeling.
True that. It's what it is. Corny joke of the day.
Do you know what it is?
Corny joke of the day.
How did I not know, bro?
How did y'all know? How did y'all know?
Because every time you get ready to do the corny joke of the day, it goes from serious to corny.
Oh gosh.
Instantly.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. So basically, okay, y'all ready for my joke?
We are.
Okay. I know you excited, Keisha.
Yeah.
I hope this the one she told me last night.
Nope, I didn't tell him. I did not tell him this one. Okay. What happened to the two guys that stole the calendar? What happened to the two guys that stole the calendar?
Something about a leap year or something?
They ran out of time. I don't know.
I ain't even feel it. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead.
Let's see. What happened to the two guys that stole the calendar? They each got 6 months.
Wow.
See?
Wow. Wow.
Oh my God.
Get it? They each got
Don't look at me like that.
Bro. Keisha.
Oh my God.
Keisha's so done over there.
It's
Keisha.
like, y'all should really see, because baby is like, oh my God, they each got 6 months. Like, she got her hands up and everything.
I love it.
All right, I got one.
Oh, you got one? Okay.
Hit the press the button again.
Okay, what button you want?
Corny joke of the day.
Oh, you want the corny joke of the day?
Corny joke of the day.
I got one, y'all. Why did the golfer wear 2 pair of pants?
Because he had a hole in one.
Bars. Give me some dev on that one.
I don't like the fact that you got it, but I like the fact that you got it.
He's looking real scary, though.
Look at him.
Oh, good.
Because he had a hole in one.
Thanks.
Keisha,
Well-
you quick on your feet, nah.
This time.
See, that's why I be saying you got to use stuff like that is a little logical. It's corny, but it's at the same time, you know, the hood ninjas we can relate to, you know what I'm saying? But then she asked me one. What was that one you asked me? I was like, babe.
I don't remember. Was it last?
It was last night. She asked
I
me.
did
'cause
too
you was going
last
over
night?
That. Yeah, you did the hole in one. You told me the hole in one. Then you said you couldn't use that one because you had already told.
Yeah.
You know, she don't want nobody to know
Right.
that. She's in the corner.
Corny foolery.
Right.
Which is
Didn't
good.
know
Which is
it.
good. You know. I mean, like,
It was another one she asked me.
I
I
don't
was like,
remember
oh,
what
the
it was.
shamrocks about the pillow.
Oh, yeah, I did. Oh, I made that one up myself. Y'all want to hear it?
God,
Okay.
You are not
hit,
making
wait,
them
wait.
up
Bruh,
Hit the
listen.
button.
Y'all want to hear it?
Nah, we don't even need the button for
Joke
that
of
one.
the day.
Bruh, listen.
Okay, so okay, let me get back in tune. Okay, how does
That makes sense why I didn't understand it. She made it
how
up.
does a pillow celebrate St. Patrick's Day? It's shamrocks.
Oh my God.
What does that even mean?
Do the little crickets thing. Yeah.
What?
I don't.
You know pillow shams?
I understand the shams.
I
but
think
with
this
the
the-
rock.
Rocks.
I think this the
It
part where
celebrates. You know, it rocks on. Rock
Goodbye.
on.
And thank
I
you
think this
for
the part where
tuning in
we
to
everybody
LOL
drop their
with Kiki
handles.
Simone
Oh my
and
gosh.
friends.
It is.
It's
It
been
is.
wonderful.
Yeah, this the part where everybody drop their
Anywho.
handles.
Official
Anywho.
B Wonder on the tunes, Instagram and Twitter.
This baby.
Yes.
I can't with y'all.
YouTube.com.
Don't come with me, y'all. Do not come with me.
/
YouTube.
Anywho.
No grind, no glory.
YouTube. YouTube. YouTube.com.
Anywho, I want to thank everybody for listening in and tuning in to us. We had a
Yes.
really great conversation today.
Hey man, this quality though, I ain't gonna count,
I
bro.
love it.
This
I love
joint
it.
is
I love it.
through the
It's
roof,
levels to this.
bruh.
I love it. I love it. Again, thank y'all for listening. Make sure that you guys are subscribed to our YouTube channel. That's
YouTube.
LOL with Kiki Simone, QUISYMONE. Let me go ahead and have y'all to go ahead and subscribe right now. And while you're subscribing,
Hold on. Wait a minute. One second.
What?
One second. Hold on. I was just trying to give them a little second to subscribe. Make sure you know what I'm saying. Y'all hit that button.
Oh,
hit that
goodness.
like button.
Red nah.
I was
Nah,
saying
but red
while
nah.
they were subscribing,
I don't want
if
y'all to be
can
like,
get y'all handles.
I don't want y'all to be like, bro, we were trying to subscribe, but y'all kept talking. No,
Listen,
bro.
all my people, sub. Everybody just sub.
Subscribe.
All my people just sub.
Subscribe.
Keisha's face.
All right, so
My
my
people,
handles, y'all can follow your
subscribe.
boy. You know what I'm saying? This your boy
Facts.
ABE Ace, baby. Y'all can follow me on all social media platforms at ABE_ACEBABY. You know what I'm saying? All platforms. I'm talking about we everywhere. You hear me?
Okay. B Wonder, what
What's
about
down?
you?
What's down, B Wonder?
Listen, man. No grind, no glory.net. Check out the website. Also, Twitter, Instagram, official B Wonder, official BWONDA, Facebook. youtube.com/officialboywonder, BOYWONDA, and make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. YouTube.com/no grind, no glory.
What them people from to be saying YouTube? YouTube. YouTube. Subscribe to me now on YouTube.
Subscribe
Yeah, no.
right now.
Oh my gosh, Keisha.
Okay. Keisha, what's your handle?
I don't like
Keisha?
social media.
You're gonna like it today.
As she drinks her, what that is that Bill, y'all?
It is mineral water.
Oh, it looked
We're
like it.
not-
It looked like
Say
a
who
40
it
or
is. They ain't
something
paying
though.
me. They ain't
Oh,
paying
oh,
me.
you right. You right. You
Keisha,
right.
do you have any handles?
They paying me.
12.
They paying me, so I can say it.
What am I on? No, I
Keisha
do.
V,
I
the
am
life
Keisha
coach.
T.
If you want to get in touch with Keisha V, go
on
ahead and contact
Instagram.
LOL with Kiki Simone,
Facts.
and we'll get her connected to you.
Yeah,
That's
man.
our life coach.
Keisha acting different nowadays,
I don't,
man.
you know,
But
I
you
do
know,
social media.
We know she doesn't. She's gonna get there though. One day she's gonna get there. It's a process.
I need you
but
to connect with the Vine. I need you to connect with the social media Vine.
do it for the Vine. I ain't gonna do it.
Do it for the
A
Vine.
whole lie.
Okay, again, thank y'all for tuning in and listening. We gonna get out of here, and until next time.
I'm sorry, y'all. We really
outta
hold on.
here.
We really
are
lit right now.
outta
Like
So outta
here.
here.
we feeling good. We kind of all over the place right now.
here.
The studio is just so lit. It got us
Okay.
like
Down,
it's
we're
a
gonna
whole
go
new
ahead.
mode.
Fade him out of
Don't fade me out.
Cook Up Academy.
I know you want it, you looking for it. I know who got it. She talk about it in every EP, you holler. Yeah. Don't nobody ever be on what she be